Oh, hey. I've just been playing with my toes this whole time. Y'all caught me. It's been a while. I feel like I haven't seen you since last year. Don't do that. All right, then. Cruising down the street in my 6'4", jacking and bitches, slapping a house. Went to the park to get the scoop. Knuckleheads out there, coach shooting some hoops. A car pulls up, who can it be? That's my baby mama, nigga, run! What y'all expected me to change? I low key, the baddies be following me on the Twitter. She got her tongue out too. Look at that little picture. I might have to. Never mind. Fuck was that? Whew. It's a nigga. That might look like J. Cole and Piccolo. Nope, that didn't help. I just can't come back to a video without addressing you guys on everything that's happened and everything that's been going on with me and how you guys doing. We gotta link up and make things right. I mean, we've been separated for 3 weeks. A lot can happen in 3 weeks. Y'all could have cheated on me in 3 weeks. Why am I so white? I cannot get this lighting right. Like, I swear I'm not that white. I probably am. I guess I'm that white. It's probably because I went ghost on YouTube. If you got the jokes, then let them bitches fly. If you got comedy, nigga, then let that shit die. Oh, we gotta bring this back. Hey, update, fire's still hot. Hello? Yo, what's up, nigga? What you calling me for? You need to get on with the video. All right. Honestly, though, I need to address some things, so this might be a little bit serious, and I know you guys probably can't take me serious right now with the way I'm acting, but I'm gonna be a little bit serious right now, so that should be good. So first off, that little break that I did just take was 100% intentional. I did that on purpose. Leave me alone. Now, I realize everybody's not going to watch every single one of my videos, right? So you're not going to be up to date with everything. You're not going to know that, oh, I took a break. Maybe you didn't see my last video, but if you did, then you know why I was gone. So again, yes, I did that on purpose, meaning I had a purpose behind taking that break, and that was to just gather myself and figure things out, be able to come back renewed. And the serious part of all this is I want to say, like, although you may have not seen me on YouTube or whatever, it's still the same thing. Same bullshit happens in my life with or without the camera. It's just with the camera, I really don't have time to focus on it and dissect those problems. So that's what the whole purpose behind me putting the camera down was, just to focus on life for a little bit. Now, with that being said, did I have a good time without the camera? I'm not gonna lie, man. I had a great time cheating on y'all niggas, man. It's always cool to get some new booty. Nah, I'm playing. Look, but I did enjoy it, but at the same time, I still had problems throughout that time. I still had my ups and downs. My anxiety was through the roof at times. I'm still dealing with that thing. Still dealing with that thing like it's a fucking big ass maggot on my back. So anyway, it's hot as a bitch in this motherfucker. So I hope y'all appreciate me being serious for you guys right now. No, I really haven't gone into depth all that much about my anxiety in a little bit. I know some of you watch me because of that reason, because you know I deal with that and you kind of watch me as inspiration or whatever it is. A lot of you guys come up to me in person or you DM me this kind of stuff, so that's where I'm getting that from. I'm not just like assuming this thing. Like, I have like evidence behind this. So I realize some of you watch me because of that reason, and I don't want to just completely throw that away, because that means something, and I enjoy actually being a voice for some of you guys, or being able to speak up for some of you, because some of you don't have that outlet, you don't have that platform to be able to do so. So that I don't want you to ever think like I'm not dealing with that. That's an everyday thing that I have to deal with. That's one of my biggest and truest life battles, and that's been there. I don't like to put too much of the downside of things into it, because I like to show you guys the end product of things. I like to show you what can be accomplished and what I'm doing and how I'm getting through it in the end, because that's what you're gonna see. You're not gonna want to see the down. Baby, are you down? Because it's like, okay, so what you're saying I can't accomplish anything. That's why I don't like putting that part in there. My neck itch like a bitch, nigga. It's a chair, nigga. You a cute chair too. Y'all like my chair? This is a Gotta keep the plastic on it because you know niggas be farting. One of these got the plastic ripped in it because we had enchiladas at night. Niggas, what? Like, it literally takes everything I've got and more, which doesn't make sense because you can't give more than everything you got. But yeah, this is the internet. I can say whatever the fuck I want to say. It gotta make sense. Nigga, get your fuck. Calm down. I need to calm down. I feel like a lot of people are afraid to speak up and say what they deal with is hard because society always has an argument or always has some big schlablockle that they have to bring up, and then, oh, you think that's hard? Try doing this and that. And everybody wants to make themselves seem like they have it harder than everybody else, and that's just society. Everybody's just competitive for the fucking wrong reasons, but we're not gonna get into that. But I feel like that's why a lot of people don't speak up about their things, and they're afraid to speak up about it because they're afraid of the backlash that comes from it. I personally don't give a single flying bag of dicks and fucks about that. So with that being said, like, I'm just like anybody else. The thing is, like, I live that in front of thousands of people. YouTube is amazing. YouTube is blessed. YouTube is blessed, bro. Like, I'm so blessed. I spit all over you guys. Hope you're blessed now. I am very blessed to be able to do YouTube as a job coming up on 5 years now. Like, that's awesome. YouTube's amazing. It brings so many opportunities to you. I'm very grateful for what I have and very grateful for the people that I'm able to reach out to and the people that are able to reach out to me. Just everything that it has to offer is awesome. It's amazing. But everybody just sees like the end result and like all the positives out of it. So they always just want to chalk it up to, you're fucking set. You good, my nigga. Like, you good. Good. And you really technically cannot blame these people for this because they don't see what it takes to get to where you're at. They don't see your individual struggle or none of that shit. So you think about when you were a kid and you're coming up and you're seeing like these famous people, you're seeing these rappers, these singers, these movie stars, these actors, you know, you see that and you're like, wow, what a life. They got it made. This shit looks easy. They get to do this all their life and that's it. Until you actually do something, you can never understand the full extent of what it is. And that's all I'm trying to speak out right now is just understanding. Like, a lot of people are just very quick to react instead of think things through. The level of demand that your mind begins to go through dealing with stuff like this is another level. And I'm just speaking on from where I've been. I've worked in a place where I had to clean up after fucking rowdy ass kids, clean up after their nasty ass parents. That nigga, I'll still fight them niggas over that shit. But yeah, picking up their plays, having their saliva all over me, people yelling at me, people like talking shit, talking down to me. Like, I've done this shit before. So people always think like I've never done this shit. I did that. It might not have been for super long, but I've experienced that and I realized that this shit sucks. Everything has its ups and downs, but people don't seem to see that. We're all in the end human. This video is so long. I had good times during this break. I like I said, I'm not gonna lie. I went places, I did things, I hung with people, and enjoyed myself not recording it. You know what I mean? And it was great, but through that, I also still deal with what I deal with on a daily basis. So, also, I want to hit on this topic because I feel like a lot of us get caught up in this, and I'm very guilty of this, and this is something I still have to work on. Many people tend to focus on where they could be or what they could be doing if it wasn't for said illness or handicap or whatever is crippling them in their life. And that is such a slippery slope. That leads to depression. That leads to just hopelessness. That leads to like just hating yourself. A lot of dark shit that we need to bring light to. You feel me? That's a huge thing. For me, for so long, this is something that I battle with. If I didn't have this shit, I would be 3 times as good as I am. I would have the energy to be able to implement every idea that I have. I would be able to outwork myself and then outwork that nigga that's outworking that nigga. And like, it's like you get caught up in that and then you start to just neglect who you truly are now, like what you are and what you've become. And that shit is dangerous. That shit is so dangerous because then you, like I said, you stop enjoying yourself. You stop loving yourself. This is, man, I don't know, man. I'm not trying to get all super deep and preachy on you guys, but I think a lot, and I'm a big thinker. That's good for me and is bad for me. As much hell as my anxiety and the things that I've gone through have put me through, and just my schema of life and how it's been changed and altered, I feel like if it wasn't for that, where would I be? Would I even be here? Would I be talking to you guys right now? Would I have what I have right now? Like, you never know if that could have been what triggered whatever it is in life that got you to where you are now. Like, I'd probably be a lot more reckless than I fucking am. Before a lot of this occurred, there's a lot of things that I would have done that I wouldn't dare do now that could have possibly gotten me into a fucking shit ton of trouble. You have got to realize that in a world, a society, in a 2017 that we live in right now, where everybody's in competition with everybody, where you don't have enough followers, where you don't make enough money, you don't have the right car, your girl not good enough, your man ain't good enough, where everybody's in competition with every fucking body, you have to come to terms that it's not about everybody else. It's about you and who you were yesterday and becoming a better person than you were. And that's all that fucking matters. That's really all that matters. And as I said, I hate preaching like this. These are the kind of conversations that I have with the people that are closest to me, with myself. And I don't really say this kind of stuff on the internet like that, because I feel like, I don't know, it's oversaturated. I feel like a lot of people just talk to talk. They don't really know shit. But in a world that you're being judged by hypocrites, you have to realize social media can be very, very toxic if you do not have that balance and you do not know how to use it in moderation. Like, we're all hypocrites at one point in our life. I'm a hypocrite. The thing is, like, realizing when you are showing hypocrisy. Like, you have to know, like, okay, I fucked up. A lot of people are just living blind and just I think this is stupid. I took off because I wanted to kick back and get a little bit more in touch. And, you know, I got to spend a lot more time with family, which I never do because my mind's always engulfed in YouTube. The entire time I was on this little break, I still thought about YouTube. I thought about thousands of ways to come back to YouTube, little skits, little dramatic, whatever, blah, 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 blah. And I was like, fuck that. I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to put myself through the daily mental stress of, like, I'm not good enough if I don't do this. And that's not due to, like, comments. That's due to myself. That's a me versus me kind of thing. I'm not going to do that. It's got to be organic for me. When it happens, like, I have 1,000 things that I'm going to be putting in these videos. They're going to be, my shit's still going to crack like a motherfucker. Crack! I just want to, you know, it's got to be organic. It's got to be the right time. I'm not going to force anything. And that's how longevity comes. And that's how quality and quantity comes with me, at least I know. And things have gotten done while I was gone. Like next month, like, what's next month? February. Okay, dog. In February, shit's about to crack. I'm excited. I'm excited to grow. I'm excited to deal with what I deal with in life. Everything's a battle. And I just always want to just, like, let you guys know that, you know, I deal with this. And I need you guys to know that this is never me looking for attention. This is only me trying to help and trying to relate to you guys, because I see the DMs and all that, like I said, and even if I don't respond to you, that's because I get a lot of them, and sometimes I get into, like, big paragraph response with people, and it's kind of hard to do with a lot of people all the time. Sometimes things slip by me, and that's not intentional. But know that I see it, and it really means so fucking much to me. It really does, and I fuck with y'all. I really do. But anyways, I'm finna go. I don't owe you nothing, and you don't owe me nothing. So smashing the fucking like button or something.